What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my February plan with me. So I grabbed a snack. I just have some apples and oranges and berries and some macadamia nuts, and I'm gonna start out doing my budgeting for January. I actually decided to film a whole budget with me. It's over on my main channel, so if you want to know all of the expenses and costs of everything for January and what I'm going to budget for February, then you can click the link down below or up above to go to my main channel to watch that part of this video. After doing my budget, I grabbed my bullet journal and decided to show you guys my January flip through. So I am changing my calendar because that calendar still did not work for me. My budget, I'm pretty much keeping the same. I did blur most of it just because I didn't want to show you all my expenses, but you can go to my video to see everything. But I am using this exact budget spread again because I loved it so much. I like how it's laid out, so that will be the same for February. My grocery list was amazing. I love having it all in one place instead of doing a grocery list for each week. So I just kept adding things on, and then once I did my order, I would just cross them out. So that's staying the same. I did not do a moderator call or admin call in my book club this month. I decided to skip it, but I'm keeping those pages open so I can just go back in February and use them. I did not like my weekly spreads. I ended up changing them, and I did put a little reading wrap up there just to keep track of the books that I finished. As you can see, I started just going back to my original like to do lists just because that's what works for me, and so I'm going back to that. I did have a little doctor's appointment spread and a little Whole30 meal planning spread that I needed, so I am including a meal planning spread in February's spreads. And then I decided to do a January videos spread, and I put like if it was filmed, edited, and uploaded. So I am doing one of these for February, and it will be a little bit better like planned out. This was just kind of like a brain dump. I was doing like different work routines depending upon my hours at work. And so this isn't something that I'm like doing absolutely to a T, and I only need this for the next couple months. But I really liked it in order to kind of like figure out what I should be doing when I'm at work or not at work. Now, I have been loving my book spreads. Those are something that's like my favorite thing that I added for my 2021 journal. And so I did end up finishing a bunch of books this week, and I loved being able to write my notes during me reading it and after I'm reading it. And I added quotes and a star rating and some stats. So it will be really easy for me to go back during a wrap up or at the end of the year. And I love the little like picture of the cover. I just think that it's so great. So I highly recommend you guys do this if you haven't yet, because it's just the best. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with our February planning. So these are the supplies that I like to use. I like these Tombow drawing pens. In the 01 I use for pretty much all of my writing. I do have the 03 and 05 for some titles, but I really like these Sharpie pens for titles because they're a little bit thicker as well. And then I have my mild liners, which I have way more than this. They're just not in the picture. I just pulled a color out, but these mild liners are what I use to color and highlight everything. And I'm pretty like simplistic and minimalist in my spreads, and so the only other thing I really use is a ruler and a pencil and an eraser, and I always pencil in my spreads beforehand. I think we're gonna go with pink for February and just do a normal heart theme because I don't know how to draw, so that's what we're gonna do. My little cover page is just very simple, just February and some hearts. Then my calendar, I'm going back to what I like, and doing a vertical calendar. So this is just days 1 through 28, and whether it's, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. And then I can write on the left side or the right side. I'll probably do like a work schedule on one side, and then on the other side I can do like events or important things. I really don't use the monthly calendar that often, but I like having it there for just some important deadlines that I need to get done. I also really like highlighting the weekends because it's just very eye-catching and makes it much easier for me to notice things. Now I'm working on my February videos spread, so I'm just putting the days of the week that I'm doing the videos, so that's Mondays and Thursdays. I used to have them go up at 6 in the morning, but I think it's better if I have them go up at around noon and 1 p.m., so that's what I'm going to do. The different colored boxes are for whether I filmed, edited, and uploaded them, so that way I can just check mark the box and I know, okay, I've done that, or I need to like upload this video, so that's like a very easy system for me to just follow and figure out. Next, we have a meal planning spread. I don't know how this is going to work out. I'm just doing something basic for weeks 1 through 4, and it's just kind of an area for me to brain dump any type of recipes that I want to make or page numbers of cookbooks or whatever it might be. So it's just going to really be like a list. Then my grocery list, I'm doing the exact same as January because it worked out so well. I really enjoy having these like 2-page spreads for the month. Instead of me flipping through a million pages to find what week I put which groceries on, it's so nice to have it all together in one section and just always know that it's right there for that month. Then, like I said, my budget spread is pretty much exactly the same. Those 2 big boxes on the left, I'm actually doing one for Valentine's Day gifts and expenses and one for a friend's birthday gifts and expenses. And so last month I didn't actually like really use those spots because I had them labeled as something else. But I feel like this month I'll actually be able to use them, and it's kind of like the special thing I'm spending money on for that month. I also think that I should write down the goals that I have for February budgeting, like how much I wanted to spend on groceries or save or pay off a credit card. And I think I'm gonna put those in the little blank area that I have just open that has nothing on it. So I didn't do that in this video, but now sitting back and thinking about it, I'm gonna go back and do it. Then I just have a reading wrap-up spread. This is really just for me to kind of like write down the books that I read for that month. I just like having like a big, huge list to go by. And then I am using these for inspiration for my weekly spread this month. So I'm just doing like a big date and day and then just doing my to-do list. And I feel like it'll just make it a little bit different. Now we're gonna flip through the whole thing so you guys can see it all done and finished and pretty. Again, don't forget to check out that budget with me video over on my main channel, and I will see you guys very soon in another video. Bye everyone!